Okay, so everyone wants to be their own boss, which means they want to own their own business, because it's awesome. Riding motorcycles is also awesome. The problem is, if you do it poorly, you can get hurt or killed. When you ride a motorcycle, you always have to inspect your bike before you take off. You have to check everything to make sure that it hasn't vibrated loose on your last ride. If you have a strategic plan, you always have to look at it too. Having a plan and leaving it in place and not addressing it is like coming off your bike at 80 miles an hour. It's going to be dangerous and it's going to hurt a whole lot. So make sure that you don't ignore such things. I've already got ahead of myself. Look at that. It's like that. So the next slide when it comes up is blind spots. When you ride a motorcycle, it's your job to stay out of blind spots. It's not the other cars to look out for you. When they come into your lane, you end up in a ditch. It doesn't affect them. So it's the same thing with business, is you can't be in people's blind spots. It's called positioning. The key to positioning is being realistic and honest about what your strengths and weaknesses are so that you can find a way to compete in your market. Don't lie to yourself. When you ride, you have to look everywhere, left, right, front, and back. You have to be ready for someone to pull over into your lane. Now the problem is if you overreact and you jump into the next lane, there may be something bigger and faster there ready to kill you. So you have to make small adjustments. It's the same thing with business. When you have a plan, stick to it. You can make variations as the market takes you left and right. Take the small scrapes, but don't do a 180 and throw yourself over the handlebars. When you ride in a lane, you're supposed to shift from the left and to the right, back and forth, establishing your position so that other motorists know that's your lane, that you own that spot. It's the same thing in business, is that you have to make variations, but not giant variations, because again, taking your business away from your business plan will throw you over the handlebars. And in case you haven't figured out yet, that's very bad. So adaptability is the key, not major changes when you're trying to run your own business. You never look at where your wheel is, you always look where your wheel is going, because you have to make a plan in your mind about what you'll do when you get there. So it's not about where you are, it's where you're headed. In business, it's the same concept. Forecasting. You always have to be thinking about sales next week, next month, next quarter, next year. If you're thinking about your sales today, you're holding your business back. You're not doing your due diligence. Same thing. Loud pipes save lives. Motorists can't see you when you ride on a motorcycle. There's a reason motorcycles are loud. It's a safety factor. You have to let people know you're there so they don't run you over. It helps tremendously. You have to make a lot of noise. You have to do your marketing if your business is going to survive. You have to make people know that you're there. You cannot rely on your consumer to come and find you. That's not their job. It's your job to attract attention. Everything you need on a motorcycle is right in front of you. Gas, brake, clutch, turn signals, mirrors, speedometer. It's right in front of you. Control the bike, look forward, hit the gas. In business, you have a plan. Strategic plan, business plan, marketing plan. It's all the tools right in front of you. Get a good hold on it and hit the gas, head up, looking forward. Too fast? The term chopper comes from cutting things off a motorcycle that don't make it faster or make it stop in order to lighten the load, increase the performance. A great bike has unnecessary items chopped off of it. The same concept holds true in business, especially startups. If you're considering a startup business, only spend your money and efforts that actually go to the bottom line and move you forward. Wait for the ostentatious spending after you're highly successful. Those things will hold you back tremendously. When you ride a motorcycle, you're often tested. People will run you off the road. They'll maybe even scratch your bike. There are times you want to pull someone over and kick their ass. There are times, too, when you see this patch, but you run like hell the other way. You're not winning that fight. In business, it's the same thing. Just because you have competition doesn't mean you have to go to head-to-head war with them every time. Find a position, find a niche, find a way to compete with them with your strengths versus their weaknesses. Don't try to go head-to-head with your competition. This is my dad, Jim Goldman. He taught me how to ride a motorcycle and have confidence in myself so that I could run my own business. This is my wife, Cheryl Goldman. She puts up with my dangerous activities like owning my own business and riding motorcycles. If you're considering starting your own business or you do own your own business, come find me. I'll help you figure it out. Thanks.